Good morning, students. Once again, welcome back to online classes. Yes, in your previous session, we learned about the different process of paper making, that is called different stages. How paper produce in a different stages. How many stages are there in paper making? There are 5 stages are there. Already we learnt about these 5 stages. That is the first stage, chipping. Second stage, wood pulp, making pulp. Third stage, spreading the pulp on a screen. Fourth stage, pressing and drying of the pulp. And the fifth stage, most important stage, the paper rolled and cutting with the help of machines according to the size, and finally these produced papers make it bundles or packing, and these produced papers sent to the godowns to preserve in these godowns, and finally these paper may sell through depots. Understand? What the tons of paper was every day produced. The tons of paper produced every day. Yes, these paper after finished the every process, these paper sent to go down to preserve or to store when we need these paper sell in the market through depots. Yes, it should send to godowns. Yes, you know, best example in our Palakulu, FCI godowns are there. Food Corporation of India godowns are there. In the godowns, the rice, paddy preserved for future benefits, future needs. Like that, the paper is also sent to the godowns and preserved there, and then it can sell through depots. It can sell through depots. So this is the process of paper industry. Now we are going to discuss about batches. What is called batch? Yes. Batch numbers. What is batch number? What is a batch number? Yes, for every producing the paper bales give the batch number. The factory will give the batch numbers. Example, I can tell you, you observe at home, sometimes when we become ill, the doctor prescribes you some medicines, maybe a tablets, maybe a syrup, maybe a tablet, or maybe a syrup. Yes, you carefully observe on the syrup bottle. They are giving the batch number, date of manufacture, date of expiry, they will give in. Like that, on the paper bales also, the company or the factory will give the batch number, and lot number and weight. Weight of the bales or weight of the packets, maybe a ton or 2 tons of paper, like that. So these are the important, batch number is very, very important. Do you know how the batch number allotted? In the factory, every day the lorries and tractors brought wood from the forest. Yes, suppose 10 lorries of wood came to the factory. Suppose today the 20 lorries or 10 lorries maybe brought this. Yes, all these, how many lorries brought the wood today? Today's wood batch number became a 221. That means today the factories, the lorries or tractors brought some tons of wood, maybe 10,000 of wood, maybe 5,000 of wood. Throughout the day, these lorries brought this batch is called batch number. This is a 221 batch number. Previous day, suppose previous day, yesterday also the some lorries brought some tons of wood from the forest. Yes, that day also the factory will give batch number and lot number. Suppose this is the today's wood got 21. Previous day, that means yesterday, that became a 220 batch number. This is a yesterday's is called 220 batch number. Like that, for every production, every package, the factory must allot these batch numbers and a lot number and weight. But the medicines are also have, but on the medicines, example, not only medicine, you observe your soap, whatever the article you purchase in the medical store or in the stores, these medicines have batch numbers like this. Here also it is called as a batch number and log number and weight. Understand what is called batch number? Automatically, with the help of these batch numbers, how many lorries of wood was brought to the factory day wise, how much work has done, this kind of information easily they get. So, because of that, every day works, they give the batch number. Okay. Now, I can explain you another important thing, that is called as a working hours. It is very, very important. Working hours, yes, it is a must to every industry. Listen, in our school also, some staff are working, teaching staff, non-teaching staff, drivers and ayahs. Not only in our school, every institution, the staff may work. Yes or no? Yes. Like that, in the factories also, some workers are that is working hours or working times. Suppose our school is also a particular time is there. Every staff of the school, every student of the school must comes to the school in a particular time as in a particular time they should leave the campus, either our school or offices, whatever it may be. These are called as working hours is a must. Whatever the factories, Yes, in factories, the working hours also there. Yes, what are the working hours? Yes, generally, according to the factory laws, 8 hours has to be work. 8 hours is the working time. How much? 8 hours has to be, yes, done the work. It is a working time. Listen, generally factory runs throughout the day, throughout the night. The continuously without stop, the factory can run, the factory can produce the material or produce the goods, either paper mill or iron steel company, either cotton and textile industry, whatever the industries can work throughout the year. Yes, continuously. It can work 24 hours, but working time is 8 hours. Every employee who is working in the factory must do 8 hours. Of course, sometimes he may do additional work that is called as over duty. That is called over duty. Yes, if need, the employee must do over duty. Of course, for that special benefit, he may got the double salary for over duty. If any employee, if any worker in the industry works overtime, it is also called as a overtime. Actually, 8 hours has to be done, but it more than 8 hours, he may get double salary and also get the leave. Okay, this is 8 hours. Listen, because of that, industries provide employment opportunities when you compare it to agriculture sector. In agriculture sector, only in the season the work was available for our agriculture laborer, not in like that industries. The industries provide the continuous work for its workers throughout the year. But how they work in the factories? Yes, in every factory, the factory may runs shift wise. They have to work in a shift wise. That means the factory runs the 3 shifts. How many shifts? 3 shifts. That is A, B, and C. Every shift has a time. Every shift has a time. In each shift, more than 500, more than 1,000 of workers are work according to the size of the industry. According to the size of industry. Understand or not? In every shift, the A shift, B shift, and C shift, the workers may continue shift wise. For every shift, more than 500 to 900, 1,000 may workers work. That is depend upon the size of the industry. Listen, what is the time of A shift? Yes, A shift may starts 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is the time of A shift. Yes, it is 8 hours time. This is 8 hours time. It is 8 hours time. This is A shift. Second shift is called B. In the B shift is also nearly more than 5 or 900 or 800 workers are working in the factory. This is 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is the second shift, and the third shift is C. Third shift is C. Yes, C shift may works 10 p.m. to, that means night, 10 p.m. to and 6 a.m. 6 early hours. Yes, when the C shift was over, immediately A shift comes. Next shift will comes. That means the shifts are cycling. The shifts are cycling. The A shift is over, immediately next shift B will comes in the place. After 1 week, it may be weekly once. 1 week completely A shift have to work in the factory. After 1 week over, next shift B shift will comes. After B shift is also complete its work in 1 week, the C shift will comes. And again is C also over, again A will come. So it is called as a cycling of shifts. Generally, you have to say this is called as a cycling of shift. Not only a paper industry, but also the every industry must work like this only as a shift wise. One more thing I am explaining you, the workers who are working the night, they have special benefits. They have some special benefits are there because they are working in night times. So these are the process of working hours in factory. You can understand how many shifts are there? 3 shift wise: A shift, B shift and a C shift. Once again, A shift 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. B shift 2 p.m. to 10 a.m. C shift 10 p.m. to 6 p.m. This is the night shift. Of course, somebody is told it is also a night shift because up to 10 of the night they have to work. So these are the shift wise of yes. Already I told OT, I told over times. Yes, when in any shift, the reliever was not came. Sometimes the work may be urgency. The worker must continue his work. This is called as overtime or over duty. For the overtime, he got very good benefits. That is, he got the double salary. So this is the working hours in a factory. Understand or not? Now, selling the paper. Yes. How the produced paper sell in the markets. Already I told you, when the paper was produced, when the paper was bundled and packed, automatically it is sent to the godowns yes, to preserve there, and these produced paper may sell through depots. Through depots. You know depots? Okay. How it is sold? To which countries these paper are exported? Of course, first of all, in our country, we are using the paper for a sufficient needs. It is access of the paper are more than our needs. The remaining papers may export to other countries like Nepal, Singapore, Malaysia, and some other African countries. Understand or not? What are the countries? To what countries our paper are exporting? That is called as Nepal and Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. Listen, through depots will export other nations to Sri Lanka, Nepal, Malaysia, Singapore, and South African countries. Yes, understand? Sri Lanka, Nepal, Malaysia, and Singapore and South African countries. For these countries, the paper is exporting from our country to other nations. Because of export of these papers, India get the foreign currency. With these foreign currency, India may use the welfare activities of the people or development activities of the people. So, not only a paper, the factories which are produce the material, these are surplus material. Understand? These are, what is the meaning of surplus? Yes, more than our needs, more than our sufficiency. Suppose for us, for our need, our country need 2000 tons of paper per year. You think 2000 of tons of paper need our country, but 2050 tons of paper produced. So this remaining 50 tons of, it is additional. Actually 2000 of tons are enough for us, but how much? Maybe 2050 or 3000 tons of paper. The remaining 1000 may export to these countries. The every good which are produced in the factory, exports are there. Yes, exports and imports is common. Our goods export to other countries. Sometimes no country is sufficient to fulfill their needs. So sometimes India also import some important goods from other countries. That time also we have to pay the much amount to other nations from which country we produce. So these are called as exports and imports. These are called as exports and imports. Okay. So this is exported nations Sri Lanka, Nepal, Malaysia, Singapore, and South African countries. It's all right. Now we are going to discuss about another important topic that is called as yes, working. The staff is very, very important. Workers. What kind of workers are need to run the factory? Understand? Okay, listen. Okay, the workers must need technical staff must be needed, non-technical staff must be needed. This is called as a skilled labor and unskilled labor must need to work in a factory. Listen, in our school also skilled labor and unskilled labor there. Who are the unskilled, do you know? Yes, our ayas. They are called unskilled labor. Who are the technical labor or skilled labor in our school campus? Yes, the computer operators, your computer teacher is a skilled person. Our bus driver is also called a skilled person. So, in every factory, they need staff, skilled labor, unskilled labor, particularly the high qualified engineers must need. The qualified engineers must need to run the factory. Understand or not? Not only this, daily wage labor also must need. They are called contract laborers. They are called as a contract laborers. So, the high qualified teacher, high qualified staff must be need. Yes, and also sometimes helpers also must need. Sometimes helpers also must need to work in the factory. Understand or not? Yes. In this second session of the lesson, we learned most information how this produced paper use, how these produced paper export to other countries, how the paper mill may works in shift wise, how many shifts are there. That is, we learn a lot of things. That is A shift, B shift and C shift wise. The timing also I explained you, that is minimum 8 hours. If any worker works more than 8 hours, that is called overtime. That is called overtime. He may get the double payment for his service. So, this is the most information. Yes, and also high qualified workers must need. This is a skilled labor and unskilled labor must need every industry like that our school. Okay. Thank you very much.